almost went over there. Yeah. What the hell happened here?
Welcome to the USS Global YouTube channel. The first light of the day brought important developments. A nuclear-powered U.S. aircraft carrier arrived in South Korea for a tri-national exercise aimed at stepping up military training, days after North Korea and Russia signed a mutual defense treaty. The South Korean Navy issued a statement saying, "The U.S. Navy's aircraft carrier Theodore Roosevelt arrived at Busan Naval Base on the morning of June 22nd. The carrier's arrival demonstrates the strong joint defense posture of the South Korea-U.S. alliance and its determination to respond to the growing threats from North Korea. The carrier is expected to participate in joint exercises with South Korea and Japan this month. Pyongyang has always denounced such joint exercises as a rehearsal for invasion. As we know, President Vladimir Putin said the other day that Russia could supply weapons to North Korea, suggesting there could be a similar reaction to the West arming Ukraine." Putin was speaking to journalists in Vietnam, a day after visiting nuclear-armed North Korea and signing a joint defense agreement with its leader Kim Jong-un. It was Putin's first visit to North Korea in 24 years. Western countries have distanced themselves from North Korea over its development of nuclear and ballistic missiles in defiance of United Nations sanctions, and are concerned about growing ties between Moscow and Pyongyang. Earlier this month, Putin threatened that Russia could supply weapons to Western enemies because the West has supplied high-precision weapons to Ukraine and allowed them to be fired at targets inside Russia. In his latest comments, he said North Korea could be one of the recipients of Russian weapons. Putin stated the following: "I said that we reserve the right to supply weapons to other parts of the world, including Pyongyang. I do not exclude this either, taking into account our agreements with North Korea. The agreement signed by Putin and Kim commits each side to immediately provide military assistance to the other in the event of an armed attack on one of the parties." Putin said Moscow expected cooperation with North Korea to act as a deterrent for the West, but there was no need to use North Korean troops in the war in Ukraine. Regarding the possibility of somehow using each other's capabilities in the conflict in Ukraine, we do not demand it from anyone. No one has offered it to us, so there is no need for it. The United States and Ukraine say North Korea has already supplied Russia with significant quantities of artillery shells and ballistic missiles, a claim denied by Moscow and Pyongyang. Putin said that South Korea would make a big mistake if it decided to supply arms to Ukraine, and that Moscow would react to such a move in a painful way for Seoul. The remarks came after South Korean news agency Yonhap said Seoul would review the possibility of supplying arms to Ukraine in light light of the mutual defense agreement signed between Putin and Kim a day earlier. Putin stated the following: "In connection with sending lethal weapons to the war zones in Ukraine, this would be a very big mistake. I hope this will not happen. If it does, then we will take a decision that the current South Korean leadership will probably not like." South Korea has seen a huge growth in international military sales in recent years, but it has a long-standing policy of banning arms sales to active conflict zones and has stuck to it, despite calls from the US and Ukraine to reconsider. There is ongoing debate about how strong a security commitment the agreement between Russia and North Korea embodies.
Damn.
While some analysts see the agreement as a complete revitalization of the country's Cold War-era alliance, others say it appears more symbolic than significant. Ankit Panda, a senior analyst at the Carnegie Endowment for International Peace, said the text was carefully worded so as not to imply automatic military breakthroughs. Ankit Panda continued, "The big picture here is that both sides are willing to put on paper and show the world how far they plan to expand the scope of their cooperation." Putin told reporters in Hanoi that Moscow was considering possible changes to its doctrine on the use of nuclear weapons, expanding on comments he made earlier this month on nuclear weapons. Putin's
Something on my eye, bro. I got something in my damn eye earlier, man. That shit been stinging like a bitch. I can't get it to stop now. Man, I had to go check on my damn, get my eye, man. My damn eye is tripping. Yep. Let's go. What's the word? Anything happened while I was gone? Nope. Phone didn't go off. No messages. Nabasubadubu.
What's up, MP?
What's up,
What's
Donnie?
up?
Hey, you gonna
What's
take
up,
it easy on
Donnie?
me after tonight, right?
I don't know about all that.
Come on, bro. I had your poster on my wall growing up and everything. You trying to be my welcome?
And for the teams that have a slow
Hell
start to the
nah.
season, Doris,
Ain't trying to
when
do
do they
shit.
start
Come on,
considering
come on,
making
AD.
changes to their lineup?
You know,
There you
BA,
go.
every situation is a little bit different. If something is obviously not working, a lineup maybe with a double big, or you're playing 3 guards and you're just getting beat in some aspect, then you make a quick adjustment. But if it's about missing shots, I think there's a level of patience with veteran teams.
Damn.
You will err on the side of caution before you change anything too drastically.
And the Lakers starting 5. It's LeBron at power forward with
Ah.
AD as the center. Then it's Gabe Vincent. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Doc in at the point. Here's Doc.
Oh, no. Come on, Avion.
Now here's Mitchell. Tight defense on him. Garland for 3. Davis for the rebound. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. And we're about a minute into the first. Out to the right wing. Ooh,
Oh,
stolen by Allen.
man.
Garland with the ball. And Davis picks him up defensively. And yep, it's good. Garland's got his second basket.
So hard to stay with off the bounce. Darius Garland, such a nice collection of pull-ups, floaters, you name it.
Doc. From outside, off the mark.
Son
For
of a
Cleveland,
bitch.
they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's the 3. That's good. His first
Now
made
it's
shot
gonna
in 3
go
attempts.
shit, bitch.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Got it.
Now here's Mitchell. He's covered closely. Pass to Allen. Here's Garland from outside the arc. LeBron with the rebound. Well, the Lakers hired Darvin Ham to be their head coach back in 2022. Brett, that proved to be a great move.
I agree, B.A. I mean, Ham was an assistant for a decade in the league, earned his spot as the main guy, and Darvin was a really tough player, too. I mean, he went undrafted and won a title with the Pistons against the Lakers.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got
That's
to
crazy.
stay aggressive,
That's so
try to
wrong right
break
there.
through. See if you can get an easy opportunity.
Davis on the double team. From deep, Mitchell. And he buries his first look.
Damn, bro.
Evan Mobley might be a big man, but boy, how about the touch on that pass right there?
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Here's Doc.
Ooh.
Davis, the pass to Doc. The 3. That one is
Yeah,
off.
that bit's coming on right now. Yeah, something's coming on right now. Right now.